Good morning. So it's car collection day and I'm off to collect, well actually I'm off to collect my friend, and then we're going to drive together and we're going to go pick up the GT4. So I'm very excited about this. It's an awesome car. I drove Tim's a while back in the mountains, and yeah, I had a lot of fun. And then I got, not that long after then, I got home and then the Porsche guy rang me up and said we've got a slot if you want one. So yeah, very exciting. Can't wait. I feel like I may modify it a little bit though, because they're a little bit quiet. But as with these things, like the RS3, keep it for a bit, see whether you like it or not, and then change stuff. Don't just like pick it up and take it straight away and change it, because you never know, you might not like the modifications and it might be fine to start with. But I suspect the exhaust might need a bit of a tweak. I know Tim has an IPE. That sounds quite good. Yeah, that sounds quite good. Interestingly, or not interestingly, this little bit here, I think you can see this in the video, the little like cap on the gear stick has one of the clips inside it broke. So when I was at Anglesey the other day, or a while ago now, on the track, it kept coming off in my hand. So you change from like fourth to third, and it just come off in your hand. So you're like, oh, what is this? And I went into Porsche the other day and said, look, I just need the bit of like plastic or metal or whatever it is. I think it's plastic. The plastic, little clip, just send it to me in the post and I'll put it on. And they looked in their system and go, and they go, oh yeah, oh we found the part, but you have to buy the complete unit. So you have to buy the gear stick, this bit of Alcantara, like everything here, and it's like a couple of £100, considering that should be about 5p. And then there'll be labour because I'll have to fit the whole thing. So that's just why? Pain in the arse. But it's worth it for a manual transmission.
To stick your autograph in there, please, and today's date. And the other one as well. I am. Right, you're right back. I'll just get the young lady to stick a road fund licence metaphorically on there.
So I've just signed all the paperwork and now we're going to have a look at the car. In we get. First time sitting in the car. Got something in my back. Okay. Got my RS key. Oh, yeah. Comfy. It's pretty snug. Yeah. I'm liking all the yellow stitching. That was an option in the yellow seat belts. Yeah, it's a nice place to be. Definitely gonna have to do some seat adjustments. Yeah.
And that opens the boot. Yep.
Yep.
As you'd expect.
It's quite big, the whole kind of boot situation.
That's right. overnight bag.
Yeah. I've always wanted on the RS to have an opening clear screen, or almost no cage. No cage would be amazing.
Well,
Yep.
water. You're not going to need to put any water in, but you'll definitely need to put some oil in it.
Okay.
Which is a mobile one.
And is that like you think like 500 miles or just how many will come on?
Depends how you drive it initially.
You test it by just going through the
On the dashboard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like running the car, and you've got to warm the car up before you drive on.
Yep.
It's absolutely critical on this new engine. So, just give it a minute, just let the oil get round and just get
Going.
going. Yeah, don't plug it into first and take off.
But just let it run, do its thing.
And then I wouldn't slam it down on that. Okay, you know where the fuel is, no different from the 911.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would put super in it.
Yeah, it's
You do
going to
anyway,
happen.
don't you? Do you use Shell Optimax?
I use whatever it's called, Nitro Plus or something.
Okay. And moving around the front, it's exactly the same pack drill as the 911. Water bottles in the same place.
Okay.
Right. Towing eye, tyre sealant. The car has a flat. Your best bet is to call the emergency services,
Yeah.
Porsche assistance, and the numbers on the old disc there.
And that's for
3 years.
3 years.
So that's anywhere. So that's Europe, outside your house, anywhere in England. Okay.
Okay.
When you shut that down, no slamming, just gently.
Not push in the middle.
Push. I think on the leading edge is probably best to
Yeah.
You don't want to be doing it there.
No. Some people say push in the middle. Well, there was a car. There was something recently where they were like, don't do it on the badge because it's thin.
I would always do it on the leading edge.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah.
Okay, when you're going around London, the sleeping policeman, etc. Right, you know when you get the policeman, the sleeping policeman, which is like,
Yeah.
I would try and put
I'll put like one wheel on it.
one wheel over.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just gonna go.
When you leave here, in fact, leave that way because there's a bit of a dip there. You're just going to have to be a little cautious because there's no front axle lift and it is a little bit low.
It's not as low as that,
Okay, well you're used to it with that.
but yeah, but that does have a lift.
Climb aboard the chariot, sir. Okay, so the mirror control is here. Right mirror, play with joystick. Left mirror, play with joystick. Okay. Auto lights, that's not any surprise to you, I guess. Wipers is always on the right, indicators always on the left, and cruise is just below. Okay.
And that's for this screen.
That's, yeah, and don't forget there, it's your speedo, as you know. Alright. Rev counter, so just stick the ignition in for me and turn it on, but don't start the car. Okay. So you've got a variety of information there, and the information you can get. Go to say settings, push it away, go to say locking, push it away, door unlock, so I program it so when you open it with the blipper, both doors unlock.
Yeah.
Okay?
Down for that.
Date and time, push it away. Summertime, when they turn the clocks back this month, just hit that. Okay?
Okay.
So you can see I'm using this stalk, okay? And if I want to change the page, I just go up or down.
Okay.
Alright?
Does it have folding mirrors?
No.
They just stay as they are. Yeah. Okay.
So map, phone, radio stations, vehicle. Alright?
And some fuel.
Yeah, happy with that explanation?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Excuse me, lean over. That's the sports exhaust. Okay, so you can engage that. That's the sport button, which as you know gives you a slightly more responsive setting.
I don't think it does in this car.
I think it, does it not? Okay, why
I
did
think,
you say that?
I'm pretty sure in this car it's just the auto blip.
Okay.
That's it.
You're right, you could be right, beg your pardon. Shock absorbers,
Yep.
red firm, light not on, not quite so firm.
Track off for everywhere else.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
So I'm in the GT4 and Chris is in my RS, and I've got no fuel in that car, so we're going to go fill up. Electric handbrake. Yeah, first drive. First thoughts, cold start, just stock with the exhaust open. Sounds pretty good, it's pretty beefy. It's very odd seeing someone driving your car when you're not in it. I've never seen someone drive that car from another car. Yeah, so GT4. First things are the steering wheel. Feels nice. It's nice and soft. Gear stick. The action is very, very firm. And you feel like you're doing something. Oh, I've got sport on. That's the. If you turn the sport button on, that just does the auto blip. That's the only thing it does in this car. It doesn't loosen traction control. Doesn't do diddly squat. It just does auto blip, which is kind of a neat feature, but I like using my feet. So we've filled up, and now I am following my RS in the GT4. That car looks so good. Oh, it sounds so good as well. Yeah, it's a really surreal experience following your own car, because you never really hear your own car from the outside, or unless someone else has the same car with the same exhaust and everything. But yeah, like, it looks good. It looks good. Something I've noticed with this car versus the RS, the pedals are in slightly different position. So heel and toe is just a little bit of an adjustment. I think the let me see. Yeah, I think the brake pedal, you've got to press the brake pedal a bit harder. So maybe my pads are a little bit worn on that car. So the brake pedal's a little bit higher, so you've got to press it harder to get it. But yeah, I'm going to get a photo of the RS. It must be quite amusing for people, actually, seeing like an RS and a GT4 driving around. It's kind of fun. See if I can get Chris to rev. Oh, sounds good. Now is probably quite a good time to compare the sound of the two cars, actually, and I think that's the sort of sound and the engine characteristics is the sort of thing that makes the RS as the RS is, and the proper cars. But the sound from the RS just sounds like visceral, like it kind of wants to kill you. It's like, and this one just doesn't quite have that. So, just parked up the RS, gonna leave that here for a bit, and the GT4 is gonna live at my house. But yeah, super exciting little trip around London following your own car. Sounds great. And yeah, back in the GT4 now, home.